Hey everyone, and welcome to day 16. I was going to do it with my fingers, but it's too big now. Day 16 of Vlogmas. Today I want you to grab a drink, maybe a snack. It's not going to be a long one because I know that there's a lot of other Vlogmases out there to watch now, so I'm keeping them a bit shorter than during November. But grab yourself a drink, let's get cozy, because today I want to know what your plans are for December and also what you're trying to achieve, what you'd like to achieve. I'm going to update you on my memory quilt scrap project and also tell you some sewing plans I've got for the month of December, because it's December and I can't believe I've already been going for a month on my Vlogmas. If you're like, what have you been doing? At the end will be my playlist, because that's why we're on day 16, so I'm doing every other day. If you're new around here, hello, my name's Sam, I'm Sequin Girly, and for my Vlogmas this year, which is why I've been doing it every other day, I have been working on a memory quilt strip a week, so that by the end of Vlogmas I should have a whole quilt to show you. And I've been using as many of my scraps as possible. My scrap bin got in a huge mess the other week. So right back in week 1 I shared with you that I had all these green scraps. I did a little video which I'll link up here of me putting some of it together. My members got to see an expanded process and hear me talking about the memories, and here it is all fitted together. At the time I wasn't sure how I was going to do it, but here it is. I love that I'm seeing in here fabrics such as the striped one that reminds me of the chanterelle trousers. Can you see that bit flapping down there? That one needs trimming. And dresses I've made, and this lovely Sew Me Sunshine fabric in here, and there's a little bit down there, but that is strip 1. So then we go to week 2, which is 9 squares. Now don't forget, sewing friends, that over this 8 weeks of my Vlogmas there will be 8 mystery words and quilt blocks. There's not one today, but don't forget to look out for them. There might be one coming soon, because if you collect them all you're in with a chance of winning a prize anywhere in the world. So this was week 2, which was 9 squares, and I decided not to do a border between them. So although they were made as 9 squares, they're now 3 by something else, so something very large. So that is like tutti frutti colours. I'm loving this one. So they're all stitched together. If I'd done a line between, they would have ended up being too long, and I wanted to use them all. But what I'm probably going to do is do some plain fabric between the colours, the patterns even. So like just a plain strip in here. And then week 3, this was a bit of a conundrum, this one, because I had quite small pieces of some and big pieces of others, and I was worried that the blues weren't going to work together, but actually once I put them together they really did. And I did do a border because I felt that it just really pulled them together. So these two ended up a little bit bigger than the others. So here's the rest stitched together, and I'm really pleased with how they've come out together. So there will be a border above as well. But I do have these 2 larger ones, which as you can see are taller and wider. So I haven't 100% decided whether to join them there. Then maybe the stripe. So the jury is slightly out because it needs these to be the right length. But I am really pleased with how they've turned out. And again, I can see things in here like that's amazing blouse I made. This was my first version of a dress that I made as like a toile. That was a mix it up tee. So I love looking at it and seeing all the pieces. And because some of the fabrics, that actually is the same fabric as that, but by positioning in a different colour, you can't tell. This was a pair of shorts I made that didn't work. So week 4, which I'm not going to show you today because it's still in progress. I know this is now week 5, but you just got to go with it, haven't you? Is some thrifted fabric, and I am sewing on the names of places I've been for the year. So it's going to be a very different strip. So I'm not going to stitch them all together until I've laid it all out, because I'll work out the order. Week 5, yes, will be coming soon. So getting a little bit out of sync, but this is the whole point of doing the 2-day, every other day, is just to slow it down a little bit. And so I'm enjoying it. I'm not going to rush myself into it. I'm probably going to do quilt as I go because it'd just be too mammoth otherwise, so I know I haven't done those yet. But there will be like some weeks where I'm really busy and other weeks where it's quieter where I can catch up on those things. So far, tell me which is your favourite of the three. Oh, I've lost one under here. Which is your favourite? And I might not need 8 strips. I'm going to lay it out just to get a vision. It's part of the journey. It's part of the enjoyment, the creative process. I'm not going to get annoyed. It might be that like week 7 and 8 is just putting it all together. We'll see how we go. So let's have a chat about some sewing plans. So earlier on in Vlogmas, quite near the beginning, I shared a video where I talked about no new fabric, and I shopped my stash and made some plans. Various things have happened. I have done some of them because there was the cozy sewing plans as well, and some things have gone awry because I don't know about you, when you're sewing, something grabs my attention and I get excited sometimes. So right now, I'm just going to pull myself back. We've got the month of December. I need to think which is my really want to make, would be nice if I made, and I'd love to get to it, but I'm realistic I might not. So that's how I'm going to do my plans to sort of round off the year. I'm not going to stop winter sewing at the end of December, but it's just there's a few bits that I know if I don't do them now, I might not get the best use out of them because of the time of year. And there will be more coming around that theme. So I'm just trying to bore it down. So back in my video, I shared this, which was, it's like a sparkle ponte. I really want to get that made up because I just think this is a perfect way to bring a little bit of glitter and then just wear something casual with it. So really want to get the jacket done. I am really quite drawn to doing the Pona jacket for this one, the Helen's Closet one. But I am also quite drawn to just doing a collarless like Jackie O. So that is happening, I want to say this week. I just need to commit to the pattern. I don't think it's going to take long because it's ponte, so it won't take a lot to make it up. I have recently made 2 Sylvan jackets and one was in my boucle. I also made a bright pink boucle Jurassic coat. If you haven't seen that video, a lot of people haven't seen that one, I'll link it up here. I have worn the pink boucle coat a lot and that's a free pattern. So what else is it I really want to get made up? So this was in my plans. This is a fabric I bought from Sew Eco Fabrics. It is a Liz Taylor fabric and it is called Floral Blooms, I believe, because I was looking it up and I managed to find, I know I said no new fabric, but I managed to find the matching print that goes with it, which is the flowers bigger. So what I'm thinking of doing is making a 2-piece. So I'm committed that this is going to become a Henrietta skirt. So spaghetti western Henrietta skirt. I've made one already and really liked it and I kept meaning to make another one. So I'm going to do it in this because I think the gathering in this on the sides could look really interesting. And then I just felt like if there's any of that left and this, I could make like a top to go with it. So it would look like an interesting dress. I feel like it'd be quite like Edwardian style and I kind of like that idea, especially if I then wore it with like really bright pink jewellery. It would sort of give it a different edge. So that is, Ponte jacket is my top tier. Really want to get it done because it's a 2nd year running and I'm like, I need to just make the decision and get it done because once I've decided on the pattern, it'll be fine. This is like second because this will I can make in January because this is not so festive dependent. Then there is the brushed cotton check, which will be appearing on the screen because I'm not holding it in my hand because it's not really high right now. That is definitely going to be a Benning dress. Now again, that one is not like really want to get it done now because it is sort of it would be nice to get done in December, but it will be fine for January because it'll be a really snuggly wintry dress and we've still got months left. Not to be a doom merchant. Now 2 fabrics snuck into my sewing room in the last month from Pound Fabrics. They had some bargains. So first of all is this glittery velvet. I mean, how could I not? It's like something silly like £2.99 a metre. So it is a bit like ITY. So do I do another top? Do I do some wide leg trousers? Do I do a skirt? That one is sort of just under the Ponte jacket in terms of things because glitter December. And this one snuck in as well, which is like a jersey with these sort of animal print sequin stripes. So as I say, there is another video coming very soon where I'm going to share ideas for patterns that I've got or are easy to get because they're free or whatever, that you could perhaps make in a more glitzy fabric. So they hopefully will get done as part of that, because otherwise the glitzy fabric goes away for a whole year. Hence why I bit the bullet and got on with the sweatshirts as well. So they are sort of my, and then I think the Benning is the lowest one in the tier in terms of, it will be nice to get it done, but I'm happy to do it in either the Crimbo Limbo or the new year, because I will still get plenty of wear of it, and it's going to need a little bit of hack because the Benning is more of a summer dress anyway. So now I want to ask you, what are your plans? What are you up to? Are you sewing for others? Are you sewing for yourself? Have you lost your sojo? Are you thinking about learning to sew or starting to sew or getting started again? I would love to read in the comments what you're up to, and also, have you got like your top tier, I really want to get this done, down to the this is what I would like to do. So how are you ordering things at the moment? Because for lots of us, not all I know, but for lots of us, this is a time of year where things can feel a little bit jammed in. So are you organising your list? Honestly, I haven't sewn and won't be sewing a huge amount of gifts for others, and other things are done. Most of my gift sewing has already happened. Warning, if you have the Becky Sewing Studio advent calendar, I'm opening it now, so you might want to jump on maximum of 1 minute. I don't take long. I'm not doing them in order. I'm just trying to avoid the very last day. Number 9. So I'm opening number 9. So if you want to skip on. Oh, okay. I think I've got an idea what I think it is. Let's have a look. Yes, love it. It says sewing ideas. What a fun notebook. Love it. Oh, and it's plain pages. I love a plain page notebook. That is a really great, cute little notebook. Right. You're safe. You're safe. If you're clicking on, you're safe. So I will see you in 2 days' time for my next Vlogmas. Hopefully very soon I'll be able to show you the strip of my memory quilt with all the words of places I've been this year stitched on. There is lots more to come. I've planned another trip. You all love Leamington Spa so much. I'm going to go on another trip and take you somewhere else with festive vibes and somewhere I've never taken you before. See you again soon.